Damn, that's actually a really solid defense. Man, sure is a beautiful day today. Oh, what's up, man? What's going on? The zombies are coming? No, they're not. What are you talking about? You're gonna regret that. No.
I feel like being again.
Which cat you're going to be?
Alright, so first things first, we need to make the plants. Now, the way I did this was that I got this move over here that just hits this dummy with the hitbox, and when it does, it teleports it 50 studs away, and it also creates a mesh also 50 studs away. I'll explain why this is important in a second, but I'll just show you how it's supposed to work. So, if you want to plant like a pea shooter or something, you use a move, and then it gets teleported over here to 50 studs away, and the thing is over here. Now, this is going to have a hitbox, so that if something walks in front of it, it starts shooting, so it doesn't just shoot automatically. So here's how I made the plants work. So over here is where you have your columns, or for each lane and a specific column, you get to select it and do stuff in it. Now, for each of these, there's a double column down here and another one over here. This is where all the dummies are. This is where you get all the plants. And from this moveset that you have over here, what it does is that it creates a hitbox all the like 100 tiles down, which is exactly on one of these columns, meaning that the dummy that spawns here gets hit by that hitbox, and then what ends up happening is that they get teleported 50 blocks high, so up here, and then I made it so that the meshes and hitboxes that they make themselves are spawn 100 tiles above, so that it can be shown all the way up here. Now, let me just show you. So here's all where you have. So when I press 2, it spawns a sunflower, right? And so from here, you can see that one of the columns is missing. There's no NPC over here because it got teleported over here. And the target is inhibiting the sunflower mesh up here, as well as other stuff. For each plant, it's a different thing, because of course it is, because every plant needs to do something different. For instance, a walnut doesn't do anything because it's tank, but for instance, a potato mine, you spawn it in and it doesn't do anything until 50 seconds later before it actually spawns an active hitbox. So for each plant, there's a different effect that takes place. I'll explain the sunflower first. Every 24 seconds, they make a hitbox down at this column specifically, so 50 studs downwards, which when that hits me, gives me 25 sun. The next thing that's on the list is the pea shooter. Now, the pea shooter is self-explanatory. He spawns in, and every 3 seconds sends out a pea that does 20 damage per shot. The walnut is a walnut. It just stands there and just has a bunch of HP, so there wasn't really a lot I had to do for it. The cherry bomb is an explosion that happens in a 3x3 radius, so if I plant it right here, it explodes and kills off in that big of a radius. The snow pea is really interesting, because for the snow pea to work, I had to add a tag for it, because you know that slowing effect that the snow pea does? It affects the zombies because it sends out a tag, and once that zombie reads that tag, it ends up doing a specific animation which slows them down. Now the chomper is also self-explanatory. You place it down, it insta-kills whatever thing is here, except that's just an immortal dummy, and it has to eat for about 15 seconds or so before it can eat again. That's just how it works. Next up is the potato mine. I explained before, it takes 15 seconds for it to charge. When it's not charged, it can be eaten, and once it is, it activates a hitbox, which then can be used, it's just gonna explode, basically. And of course, this is the shovel, which you can just shovel plants for 0 sun cost to just remove them from any lane you wish. And yeah, there was a potato mine. And this sun fix thing, if your ends up, so there's this weird glitch where when I place something or get the maximum amount of sun, for some reason it ends up breaking. Not all the time though, it just ends up breaking randomly for some reason. So if you ever want to fix it, you just have to press this. The problem is that it resets your sun counter back to 0, but it does fix the problem. Anyways, time to explain the waves. Alright, so this is all the systems for the waves. Now, it looks complicated at first, but it isn't. So, what ends up happening is that there's a touch block over here, which sends a signal to a dummy block over here, which is a 10-second counter. So, after 10 seconds passes, it makes this dummy spawn. And when this dummy spawns, this NPC up here is gonna trigger moveset, or it's gonna trigger a skill which just turns the zombie into what it's supposed to be. It makes it go forward, it adds an animation, and this freeze tag, like I said before with the snow pea, they have to check each time it loops, so that once the zombie gets hit by a snow pea, it goes to the freeze branch, which is just makes them slow down. So the velocity here is 2, and at the start it is at 3, so it slows them down. And that is for every single one of these. Now I made 4 different variations of the zombie. The brown coats, which is Gojo, the cone head, which is Yuji, and the bucket heads, which are Totos. And the last one is the Gargantuar, and you're gonna see what the Gargantuar looks like at the end of the video. Anyways, every time you kill a zombie at the start of a wave, like you kill this dummy over here, it ends up sending a signal to another thing, which starts up another wave, which then spawns in another dummy, which then spawns another zombie, and when you kill that zombie, it then ends up spawning another zombie, and so on and so forth. It ends up spawning different zombies based on where you place the dummies, and that's how the wave system works. So I'll demonstrate it by playing a simple game. As you can see, after 10 seconds have passed, a brown coat spawns or a Gojo. So once that Gojo dies, another zombie will spawn and the next wave will be activated. That right there is a cone head. So when the first zombie died, it spawned in this one. And no matter how much time passes, if you do not kill this zombie, then no other zombie will spawn. So until this cone head dies, the wave will not end. And once it ends, it starts up another wave. So basically the exact same as the regular Plants vs. Zombies. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, like, maybe, possibly, just considering subscribing. And this is gonna be the gameplay section where you see one of my friends, play one of the levels of this game. Like always, the map is gonna be on the workshop, and yeah, see you all next time. Oh yeah, so they go through random lanes. They don't go through the same lanes. They're the same wave, but they don't go through to the same lanes. Do you hear that? Alright, good. You don't hear that. Nothing to be scared about. I love the strategy. I know you can actually get 4 sunflowers down in the original version before the first zombie comes. And I always use the potato mines. I sometimes use the mimic for the potato mine so I can get more time in planting sun. Oh, his name is Mimic or Imitator? I'm suggesting putting down some like pea shooters, you know. You don't even need the snow peas, bro. You just need the freaking pea shooters. Trust me, you only need like 2 rows of sunflowers, and then you can just start placing like pea shooters. Okay. What is your thought process when you do this? You understand that the other lane.
Thought process, bro.
You just want to win. They're just in the mood for it, you know. It's because of the freeze tag. Because when they say brains each time, they go to their original branch. And when the freeze tag ends, that's when they go to their original branch. Damn, that's actually a really solid defense. I think this would be enough for a bucket head.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean? They only have like 7K, not 700 HP or something.
Why does the wall not have like?
Yeah,
Now
have one. What do you? Because it's a walnut. It's supposed to. That's how it was in the original game. You know, it gave you a bunch. Like the walnut has a bunch of HP, so it acts as a wall basically, in exchange for a long cooldown. I actually started playing Plants vs Zombies again because of this project, so I can get like more inspiration.
Copyright infringement.
Nuh-uh. You see, it's not the Plants versus the Zombies. It's the Plants versus the Shenanigans. Oh, here comes the first bucket head, or not bucket head, Toto. I mean. Yattana, brother. He has a lot of HP. I got pretty lucky that there was no Gojos behind the Toto. You would have been. Ah, yeah, that is true. Maybe I should have added some collision to the walnut. The zombies are coming. Yeah, you could replace the sun with some pea shooters. Or even chompers. Chompers are really good.
Does it actually work? And you made them go on cooldown for like 17 years.
Well, what? That's supposed to happen. What?
I don't remember like going. Well, I don't remember them going on cooldown for like the entire game.
I mean, how do I explain? So, the Chomper is a pretty useless plant in the but it's still pretty good, you know, because it does insta kill any zombie except for the Gigantor. Yeah. It's basic. Or if you're talking about Plants vs Zombies 2, I'm talking about Plants vs Zombies 1. But that is true. I think you can actually insta kill a Zomboni with the Chomper. Oh, I know.
Anywhere except for the lanes that have potato vines.
Oh, you're right. I guess you just got very unlucky. No, I did. Here, look. One of them spawned. See? Oh shit, your middle lane might be cooked. Oh, this is the one way before the last one.
Oh yeah, the one where I'm gonna need like a bunch of potato mines.
I saw. Don't spoil what the last one's gonna be.
I have definitely not played this game before.
You did test it out. Oh boy, which lane will he spawn in? I wonder.
I hope that's the top lane and it's not the second. No! I misclicked!
Here he comes. Frog.
Oh, my moveset just
What do you mean you glitched?
Did you give me
Alright.
cooldowns or something?
No, I did not give you no cooldowns. Do you really think only 2 potato mines are enough? This is Maharaga we're talking about. God, it's so
Yeah,
menacing.
in
I,
the
I-
potato.
yeah, you did.